Yeah. Welcome to my hometown. Rockaway, that's my locale. Let me give y'all the lowdown. Every night, last call, there's a showdown. So you gotta stay smart. No, it's not for the faint heart. Raise your glass to the folks that have passed on. Rest in peace, J. Martin. In your memory, I'm rocking. Yeah, you're gone, but you'll never be forgotten. Save a spot for your boy up in heaven. Can't forget 9/11, flight 587. Let me tell you where I come from. Ain't no fakers where I come from. That's why you don't come from.
And welcome to the Big T Show. I am Big T.
Yeah.
Oh man, welcome back. As I'm trying to be the boomer I am, not good with the Facebook. Max, how do I get to the Big T page so I can be interactive with the people, checking in?
All right.
I like that. Like I said,
Let me send my little bitch Matt Price over there.
No, you can tell me. But like one of the old.
Go to the Big T and keep hitting reload until you see that we're going live.
No, I went on my page to try to flick back quick.
Just go to the Big T page.
I know. I'm trying. Where the fuck do you
Do you
find
need
that?
me to come over there?
Anyone know Facebook?
I'll
I'm
come
a
over
fucking
there.
boomer. Like I
Before
said, I
put
didn't.
these headphones on. I'll come over.
Oh, let me go over here, Facebook.
You
Yeah,
gotta-
I
you
am.
gotta be
I am
on
a boomer. Oh, here we go. There we go.
There you
Listen,
go.
leave a comment below the
Tom,
old.
Tom has to look at himself during the show.
Yeah, one of the old hosts used to bust my balls about no one's leaving a comment. People have been leaving comments. I like it. You never. People interact. You want to talk back. You know. What was I gonna say? Awesome day today. Had a friend come over and collaborate. Usually the show's brought to you by Bake What Your Mama Gave You, but this week we're brought to you by, we can't tell you, but she's an amazing chef, baker, and made medicated crumb cake and medicated Nutter Butter sandwiches.
Holy crap!
Oh my God. Listen, if you ever thought about how do I come in my pants, this is how you come in your pants. You eat one of these. Max, which one would you like to start off with?
The crumb cake, please.
We're going in today.
They look delicious.
We are going in.
Sweet.
And we are joined this week.
I love it. He's just gonna eat it. He doesn't offer it to anybody else. He
No,
just
you guys
starts
want
eating
one?
it.
I
Oh,
think
that's
a piece.
right. Yeah. All right. You need like a little cake knife, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you want a piece of that crumb right there?
That might, yeah.
Yeah.
Your stuff is dangerous, so.
Tell you the Key
Yeah.
Belels style right there. That's like the Key Belels.
Oh my God. Nutter butter. Are you kidding me? I ain't fucking around this week. We're gonna get to our special guest this week. I need some almond
Let him
milk.
get some milk first.
Almond milk unsweetened.
Nice and healthy. I like that.
How do you actually squeeze an almond to get the milk out?
That's a good question.
Same way that the thing that
You gotta pull it by the udder.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
we're
they
joined
won't
this
utter.
week. No Mateo. We miss you, Mateo. Hope everything's all right.
We just said that in stereo.
Yeah, but we have an awesome guest this week. To my left, my man. We've been trying to do this for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Buck Rotano in the house. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Thank
From
you.
the Buck the
Buck the whatever system live, whatever you
yeah,
want to call
Buck
it.
you pay me.
Yeah, exactly. Buck the system live. I
Buck.
appreciate having me on, man. I watched the show and I appreciate you guys, what you're doing here, and you're doing an excellent job. Actually, you're here in the studio, man. Fucking dope, man.
Yeah, shout out to John West Bay. If you need murals,
Yeah.
any artwork, I just got this Brooklyn piece. Like he's from Brooklyn, so he does like sick Brooklyn work with a Dumbo, and he's for the love of the people. And I got it for my sister-in-law's sister. The kid's name's Brooklyn. I didn't try to get back. I scared the shit out of her. I came in the house to give the mom a tank top, and the kid was on the floor. I stomped it, I had the headphones on when I was on my bike. No shirt, dripping sweat, and the kid was hysterical crying. So I bought her a nice painting. Check out John West Bay. Awesome. Look at the fucking work. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dope, dope.
We have a recurring friend of the show from Chop It Up Hip Hop. Rich Knox in the house. Rich, thank you for coming in, man.
Thank you.
When we had you
Yeah.
on last
Thank you
time,
for having me again.
I said I want you back anytime. But
Told you.
we let off with Hometown from Bobby J because we're all from the hometown. We're
I've
from
had-
Rockaway.
I've
Yeah,
had
Max
Bobby
too. Oh, my right-hand man, Max.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
I'm sorry. My accountant, my lawyer, my right-hand man,
Yeah.
Max, the
Max.
reformed.
I'm repossessed or
The
something.
reformed.
Am I reformed or repossessed?
You're reformed Jewish. But
Like,
whatever the hell that means. But we'd love to have you, like the voice of reason, Rich.
Thank you.
Because sometimes on this show, Buck, yeah.
So is he actually filling in for Mateo, or is like?
Were they with the voice of reason before?
Oh, Mateo? Mateo is the voice of reason.
Voice of reason.
God, we're all doomed.
Yo,
I was actually looking forward to
Mr.
actually
Logic.
hanging out.
Yeah,
and
Mateo.
talking
Oh,
about
he's
it,
the
man.
best.
I love Mateo.
yo, seriously. Shout out to my man Mateo. We had an awesome weekend.
Yep.
We had last week we had Eric Travers on promoting the Fight Club in a couple of weeks. Next Saturday, actually, not this Saturday. Next Saturday, you have USC this Saturday, and then you have next week you have Fight Club in Rockaway to be determined, the undisclosed location. You know what I mean? So stay tuned.
Like
Then we
Fight
had-
Club, Fight Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep me
Yeah.
posted.
I thought no
No,
one
100,
talked
we're gonna
about
we're gonna
Fight
roll
Club.
deep. Keith Murray might be coming. Speaking of the next night, that Friday, my man Mateo helped us put together an amazing show at Wits at Russ Woods. Shout out to Wits. Shout out to Russ Woods. Shout out to Max.
Shout out to Max Power.
Shout out to Keith Murray. Shout out to Dula Ruler, the whorehouse ruler. Yo,
Hell
spoken
yeah.
word was on another level. This guy was sick. I'm gonna get him on the podcast. First time doing it live. It's Dolomite's son.
Wow,
Yo,
real Dolomite.
It was a magical night. At 3 o'clock, I almost pulled it. Me and Mateo were in Brooklyn. He's watching fucking ingrown toenail surgery being performed on YouTube. I'm running around returning videotapes, and it said 80%. 80%. It's an outdoor show. Like I'm talking like a percentage chance of rain. I called Mac. I'm like, ASAP, call me. And like, the show must go on. I'm like, you know what? It has to go on. And it was an awesome night. Shout out to,
Worked
again,
out great.
Witz and Mikhail from Russ Woods
Hell yeah.
for letting us have an amazing night there. And the people that were there for dinner and stood for the laughs and the good time and the fucking live performance by Keith Murray, thinking it's fucking 2000, shutting it fucking down.
Wow.
Shutting it down. And
really
Mateo, a big part of the show, big part of that, helping us get the comics and everything in between. We miss you, Mateo. See you next week, brother. And it was a great night, man. It was a fucking awesome night. And hopefully we'll be able to run it back, man, because doing live comedy was awesome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
me and Mateo, the next day, we had a show in Jamaica, South Ozone, Jamaica area. And the reception there was just, they want live entertainment. And they came and they were so receptive. And there was a couple of comics that haven't been on stage in 3 months, crushed. Like, Mateo did real good. I think I might have had the shittiest set, to be honest with you. I had an awesome show Friday, but like, I was hosting, and I should have just hosted. You know, at the end, my set was a little, but every other comic crushed, and people were just loving it. It was just a cookout, D12, Unk from the Lost Boys. You know what I mean? Fucking just awesome people. It was just a great
Yeah.
weekend. And then Sunday, sitting on the bay, just eating edibles. You know, just feeling myself. Like, it was a great couple of days. And then come home, fucking Uber Eats, $160 from Tiberios, fucking $150 from Haagen-Dazs and fucking Cedarhurst.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised you're alive.
Yo.
I want to say shout out to August West because he shouted out here, and every once in a while I see comments. And
Oh, shoot, yeah. Thank you for leaving a comment.
sometimes I'm actually friends with the people you know.
Thanks for leaving a comment.
I mean, he
I
may
didn't
not
even
want
see
to
it.
admit that he's knows me.
I didn't even
but-
see it there. Oh, we're on Buck's page. That's why.
What?
What I did
What
was,
are you doing?
Oh, right here, Big T. That's me.
Hey, wait, look!
I'm a fucking boomer. I'm a boomer. That's why.
I shared it. So we started the show,
Yeah.
and I shared
Yeah,
it. So
all right,
like,
all
they
right.
put it up there. You know.
Listen, I'm not a Facebook person. I needed it for Tinder. I needed it for comedy now.
For
And-
Tinder.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you sign up unless you had Facebook. Yeah, a couple years ago.
Well, that's
And
how
then-
they proved you were you.
And then like
Look
comedy.
how well that worked.
That's what everyone like communicates. Like, hey, how can I communicate? Oh, Messenger. Like, they don't want to give you a number or some shit.
Yeah.
Maybe they had those old phone plans. We had to wait till 9 o'clock to call and shit. These cheap fucking comics. But it was just an awesome couple of days, and just good to be back after the weekend before where people weren't so receptive to my brand of comedy. And you know what? It just leads me to action and reaction. You know what I mean? There's always an action that leads to a reaction, and so many people get hung up on the reaction. Like, maybe you should care about the action that caused all this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I just felt some weird energy from the people in the neighborhood about my reaction to being told thank you. You know what I mean? People, that's what the person who let off. She was saying fuck you.
Oh yeah.
I keep saying that tongue in cheek.
I thought it was thank you too, but
Yeah, but and then whatever happened after that fucking happened, and it's like, there's no accountability in this fucking world. You know what I mean? Like I didn't say, oh my God, this purveyor of marijuana in California made such good weed and edibles that made me order $300 worth of food. No, it was my fat ass. You know what I mean? I was on the beach previewing what I was going to order when I got home.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, it's called accountability. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the reason I can't see my own dick.
Nice one.
Buck said it earlier. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, listen,
I just want to figure out what'd you spend $160 on food? What did actually you get? Like,
I posted it on my Instagram.
It's
I gotta
really,
get on
it's
Instagram.
kind of, we might have to have an intervention, people. Seriously.
Yo,
We want Big T around for a little longer.
I had 2 lava cakes and this pistachio custard that got delivered from like Buffalo, New York.
They got delivered.
You made him drive all the way from Buffalo?
Oh shit, Justin, what's up, brother?
Brock Landon, Juju,
Yeah.
Brock, what's good? Salute.
Yeah, second half chop it up.
Second
Bob.
half of Chop It Up, my brother.
Leave a comment. Thank you for everyone watching and leaving a comment below. It's just fun. You know, I feel like they're here with us, you know? But yo, as I'm waiting for the Haagen-Dazs, after I ordered everything on the menu from Tiberios, shout out to Tiberios, and I had the 2 lava cakes and then the pistachio with the hot fudge, because they gave me an extra thing of hot fudge. I thought it was hot fudge custard. It was just a thing of hot fudge. And now I eat all that ice cream, and now I'm fucking in my bedroom. I'm like, no, I'm going to have Metamucil. I always have Metamucil on the rocks before I go to bed. And I don't throw up. I felt like I almost had to throw up. And now, like, the Metamucil wasn't agreeing with all the ice cream and everything else. And I'm like sweating profusely. I think I was going into diabetic shock.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yo, and like I was,
I wouldn't be shocked.
and I was like in the AC, and I didn't want to worry my friend. Shout out to Kira. I didn't want to worry her. So I'm like, all right, I can just calm down. I'm like, and I felt like this before when I used to do a lot of cocaine. Like I would do 40 bags to the sniff to the head, and like I felt like my heart racing sometimes. Like I can't scare everyone. Like once again, I did this, not all these Colombians. You know what I mean? Like these unaccountable motherfuckers that live in this fucking universe. It was me doing 40 bags to the fucking head, not the Colombians. Like I don't even know why I said it like that the first time. I did it again the second time. Max, watch your fingers. You're eating that fucking crumb cake pretty quick. But
It's damn good.
God damn.
it was a little scary, and I can't do that, man. It just, and like I posted, I had 6 waffle bowls with sprinkles, and like that's what stuck out to a lot of people. Like 6 waffle bowls, that's
in the
impressive.
same night?
Yeah.
No, well, in part of the order, I placed the order up. I'm like, yo, that's not a flex, it's a cry for help. You know what I mean? And a couple people reached out to me like 6 waffle bowls. I'm like, did you see all the ice cream? Like, that's 6 like Sundays
Yeah, but-
in a waffle bowl.
Gotta be easy, man.
But yo, shout out to I can't even.
Nope.
I don't want to give it away. But another local, we said hometown. We let off my man Bobby J.
Yeah.
All locals here. She's a local.
It was
We came
really
and
good.
collaborated. Big what your mama gave you was stove and butter, and she just whipped up. Oh, look, it's
You didn't hear
beautiful.
much from me for about 5 minutes. I was like,
Oh, man.
good stuff.
But Buck, I know we were talking about getting on each other's shows, and we were joking earlier. I was like, yeah, I was telling my friend, maybe telling Max. I was like, yeah, man, Buck, I was supposed to go on Buck's show, and we're not gonna. I'm like, listen, I know what I say. I know I'm a handful. I know we're doing similar things, but different. Maybe
Different approaches to the way you take it. I give it to you, absolutely.
And I'm like, I want to know what was the moment that I said something where he's like, I can't have this guy on my
I don't know what it was, but I showed up, right? You called, and I did come through, right?
No, I'm saying
And
it
I'm
joking,
thinking-
but I'm
no,
like,
absolutely.
which jerking off in public story didn't he like?
You know what? I have 3 kids at home, so I don't really get into that, on any kind of podcast or anything like that. But for me personally, I see what you're doing, and I totally respect it. You're putting energy, effort into something. We have something in common. It may not be the same quote-unquote way we speak and way we, I wouldn't talk about Colombian cocaine on my show, but each his own, and I gotta respect you. You're doing your thing, and I love it. I
Thank
love
you,
it,
Bob.
man.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it, man.
Hey, listen, I'm just being me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And that's the only thing you can say. If you're actually being yourself and you're being genuine, it comes out in the podcast, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you get me sometimes. I'm sitting there, I'm like, this guy's crazy, absolutely. But you listen to any comic out there, Chappelle or anybody. You name them.
On
Yeah.
our BBC, it always have to do
I
with
love-
a disclaimer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, neither are we. It's
Okay.
fine. We're getting used to it. But yeah, the disclaimer, like the opinions
Yeah.
of Big T are not necessarily those of RBBC or
but no.
anyone.
Oh, it was funny. Like when I chop up the clip to promote it for Instagram, I always try to find like a funny one, and I say some outlandish shit. And like sometimes I'm like, yeah, talk about like trannies filling their pussy up with plaster of Paris, like that's how, or whatever, like however they do with the surgery or whatever. And like I posted it, and like RBCC was like it. I'm like, is it no one listening to what I'm talking about?
No,
they're afraid.
we
They're afraid
we
of
have a sense of humor.
No, but
We just don't necessarily want to, put you.
But then like my friends' wives, I'm like, are they clicking on it or just being nice? Like some of the things I'm saying is
It's like a gratitude click, right? I get that gratitude. Let's click them.
but with me, that can get you in trouble.
So
Yeah.
usually,
Look what you liked. Like my friend's wife, they work at I'm not gonna say where they work. They work in the office, the two sisters. And the guy's like, so who's this guy? Big tits, big pics. You follow my Instagram handle. Check it out. And like, we have no idea what you're talking about. They know it's me. And they go, and then like 2 minutes later, he's like, no, look, he likes all your pictures. And it's like a professional setting. Like that's why I don't really try to follow too many people first, because I don't know. It's people still weird. It's big tits, big pits. You know what I mean? Like, what, you don't like big tits?
That's a great name. That's a great handle, man. That is. When I first saw it, I was like,
Oh, man.
It took me a minute. I was like, hold it.
Yep.
Big tits, big tits. I was like,
You'll get followers that you're like, this is not what I wanted. But whatever, he's funny.
yeah.
Like I have the Big T page, and everything's about branding, and the shit where I put my face on everything. I don't know if that's about branding or just narcissism.
I mean, it is on everything.
It's-
Little column. Look behind your head, like the
Brandon.
the iPhone's like
indirectly
find
branded.
your face.
It's everywhere. You step into the house, beautiful place, actually.
Oh,
I'll
thank
give
you,
credit
brother.
for
The pillows too. I love it.
that. Potatoes.
Yeah, I put those out there for you.
everything.
I love that.
Dude, your iPhone, when it tries to find a face in this room, it's just like the thing blows up. It's just like there's little boxes all over your screen. It's hilarious.
I love it.
But
Oh, what were we just talking
I
about?
digress. Your face.
Oh, before I
Your face.
I think
Something about plaster of Paris. I heard.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
what
and
that was
trannies
about.
and
Oh,
People liking.
But everything's about Brandon.
Brandon.
And my friend, friend of the show, friend of my life, Ryan from the Ryan Show.
oh yeah,
He
shout
was
out.
helping me just like, yo, you gotta brand yourself, and I'm like change, like it should be Big T Comedy or Big T whatever my Instagram handle, and then like would be out and like at the Ryan Show at the 5 Spot in Brooklyn. It's like, yo man, you're funny. What's your Instagram? I'm like, big tits, big pics. It's like, and they start giggling right away. It's like, yeah, everything's
That
about
is
branding.
the branding, yeah.
Everything's about branding, but right out the gate, I'm like, like, oh, man, I gotta follow this fool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy. Like I don't even know what's on his page, but it's like big tits, big pics. It's like
You expect to see a lot of titties and stuff.
Yeah.
I do
So I
have
said
a lot
there's
of
a lot of
people.
people.
Listen, I do have my shirt off a lot.
It's like, unfollow.
We never
So
told
not
you
the
what
tits I was looking for.
Not them tits.
We have almond milk
Almond
and
milk.
fake tits.
Oh, man.
No real milk around here. The milk's going bad, baby.
I don't understand the almond milk, but
Wow.
that's one thing I just don't understand.
Listen. I was trying to get healthier, and I just like the way it tastes now.
Was this before or after the Carvel like
Bro,
dive?
that's a momentary lapse in judgment.
It's
man.
not even Carvel. This guy, he goes Haagen-Dazs, man. This
Oh yeah,
straight up.
Haagen-Dazs, sorry.
Whoa, straight up, high
The
class.
Uber Eats brings me to closer to Cedarhurst.
So you actually Uber Eats the ice cream to your...
Bro,
Dude,
when I lived uptown,
I'm telling you, he's got a fucking problem, man.
No, I would.
We need to help him.
I would
Holy shit.
probably. I was at my friend's house actually in the wintertime, right before this Corona shit, and I had sheet cakes and all this other shit ordered from Cold Stone on Hawkless Avenue. It was like a snowy, rainy night, and like some Chinese dude on a bike was delivering it. He made it to the belt. I'm tracking him because you can see it on Uber Eats.
Oh my God.
like a fucking assassin. And I
Where's
see
my
him,
ice cream?
I see him make it to the bridge.
You better make it over the bridge.
No, I'm like, go over the bridge, motherfucker. Like, I'm looking at the phone.
And he was on a bicycle?
Yeah, you can tell it's on a bike. And then he fucking canceled.
Jesus.
And like, it was like a $267 order.
It probably melted.
Well, no, it was pretty cold, but it was just being a pussy. You already.
It was like the
It was
worst
like
weather of
It's
the
like
winter.
February.
Yeah.
In the winter time, you ordered
It's
this.
like January, February. It was a UFC fight and it was a snowy night. I forget what night it was.
And you was in the mood for ice cream. $260 worth?
Yeah, we ordered sheet cakes.
I don't even know what cheesecake.
Like,
That's just the whole thing.
Like,
Oh, that's the whole.
Jesus
I didn't even know.
Not even a piece of cake. He was ordering the whole
He said,
Carlos Bakery type shit, you know? Holy.
full of from
Oh,
Cold Stone
man.
on by the UA.
And they ride the bike.
Yeah,
Oh.
for whatever. That's his choice. You know what I mean? Like the guy in the back, the garbage guy that yelled at Mateo. Like he was cleaning up and shit for me, and the guy screamed at him because we already fought about the garbage. It's like, yo, bro, you chose that job. You know what I mean? Like you chose to ride a bike in the snow. It was like Kwang or something, some Chinese dude. It shows picture too.
Yeah.
Like you made the bad decisions. You helped me with my bad decisions, but you made the first bad decision by riding a bike in the snow for Uber Eats, you fucking shithead.
He must have got to that Marine Parkway bridge. Just like, I don't know if I can go over that bridge. It's windy. I don't know if I can
Yeah,
do
like
it,
I don't
man.
think I
It's
can
like-
make it.
Was it snowing?
It was like snow sleet.
That's
But
even
no,
worse.
but I
Yeah, and
did
he's
good.
like, I can't believe this guy didn't fucking make it,
No, but
pussy.
But
He's out tracking to come over the bridge. No sleep.
He's like, honey, turn the heat up.
I had Randazzo's deliver. Like I think they, in the notes I'm like, yo, I'm giving you a digital tip and then cash when you get here. And like you see people, the car's spinning, like they're not losing control, but they're like doing a U-turn. And then I'm like, I gotta call them. Like, yo, please just come over the bridge. And once they come over the bridge, I'm like, they already got charged. They're not turning back. They're coming to deliver it. And I take care of these motherfuckers. Like I want good food.
If they make it alive, I take
be
care
honest
of
with
them.
you,
If they don't, I order again.
I'll hang out here and I'll go pick up this shit for you if you.
You just
I'll
gotta
be
fight the
your
guy in the
Uber Eats.
back, the garbage guy. No, but yo, and a couple of times at Uber Eats, yo, it's almost like someone set me up. They sent some like stripper-looking bitch. I mean, like a bad Trina, like you feel horny. Like, yo, I got warm food here, but I might go jerk off real quick because that bitch was bad. And like, this is like a porno.
Did she
Bring up
say,
the
do you
food.
need anything else?
Bro, the tits out, like, yo, it's like you're looking around, like, someone just sent this bitch on, like, twice it happened where I was like, man, I'm paying this much for food, might as well pay that much for pussy.
Can I ask you how much the tip was? Did you actually tip?
I was about to
take
ask
over?
that. I was about to say, how much
Yeah.
is the tipper?
A solid 3 inches. Oh, no, that's just the tip.
Should be 5 minimum.
No, I over tip. Yeah, I mean, I was with my friend he's on, I don't want to say his name because he always busts my balls, and like he's on TV and we're at Wits, and I was like, yo, look, and I owed him like money from some other thing, and I go a decent amount, and I'm like, come on guys, like you really embarrassed me, like I'm sort of an over tipper, and like his boy never lets me live it down. That probably owed him like $4,000, and I'm complaining. I'm like, yo, we gotta tip him a little better, but yo, that's my spot. You can't go somewhere and I'm over tipping, I'm leaving edibles, and you're fucking $20? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You're on
yeah.
TV, you loser.
But,
Oh, man. But, yo, thanks for coming.
I'm like, I don't know if I should have came. Man. He's talking
23
about the
23
tips and stuff.
23 minutes in, an old co-host used to bust my balls because, like, sometimes it would take me 40-something minutes. I'm like, oh, so how you doing?
Nice to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Back.
Ozzy, shout out to Ozzy.
oh,
Ozzy
yeah.
absolutely crushed. You said you were
It was
watching
great.
the
What a
live.
great night.
He's an entertainer. I talk about Ozzy all the time. And the first time I had Ozzy on the podcast, he talked about it at the show. And he said he got 3 words in, and the way he was mocking me, like acting like how I act, I guess. I was fucking rolling, man. Yo, it was one of those shows that just came together. Like, I almost canceled at 3, like, because of the rain.
Yeah.
Because a lot was going into it, and it just turned out right. The
That'd
rain.
be the best shows when you're about to cancel when something come up, and then you like, let me just go
Just
ahead.
go for it, and it-
most of the
yeah.
time that's the best shows.
Yeah.
I learned that. Like,
It worked out great.
That'd be the best times when you're about to cancel.
And know what was good? Like the rain kept, it'd probably be more packed, more people talking,
Yeah.
more people not knowing there was comedy, and they just wanted to go and talk. And
It was a
talk.
huge surprise for anybody who was just like, oh, shit, look where
Yeah.
I am. And
And-
then we're staying,
But
man.
It was a nice crowd, but it was sometimes too much, and they're not ready for comedy.
Yeah.
It could add to the show. I think it was
The whole
everything
crowd was engaged.
Oh, perfect. It was a real. It was an awesome show, man.
And
I'm proud.
and happy birthday to what's his name? Danny? Was it Danny's birthday?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Danny, who the fuck is
Yeah, yeah,
Danny?
yeah,
But
yeah.
happy birthday. That
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
right.
A table of 12, table of 20.
I'll tell you, Ozzy, I watched Ozzy on your show, and I was like, this guy's fucking, he's definitely talented.
Oh yeah, man, he brought it. That was great. I wish the audio wouldn't keep clipping out.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I think if you watched it live, but we're gonna see if we can push some iPhone audio into some of that video, and
listen.
because it was freaking what a great the police officer would.
Oh, shout out to Sekou Ali.
God, he's hilarious. He's one of the
Uh,
funniest motherfuckers, man.
Actually, one of my neighbors.
Yeah.
Seen us going out front. I'm flustered. Because I tell Mateo, bring the speakers and the shit out from the door, right from behind the door. I'm going to go whip the car around right in front. I come out, Mateo's just staring at me. Nothing there. I'm like, so I start lugging it like, come on, we have a fucking show. And I see Sekou, and I'm like, I was flustered. I didn't think, hey, I'm like, I told him we had a show. I should have told him, hey, come have a spot. And he came, and you have to give someone show up, you give him a spot, and he fucking crushed. And it's awesome because he was doing a lot of NYPD stuff, and it's probably tough for him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a comedian that's a cop.
And a black comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in this crazy world where, and he led with a lot of cop stuff, and it crushed, and it's good to see.
But the best is
good
like, hey,
people,
I smell the
you know what I mean?
cocaine.
Like,
Who's cocaine? And then he tells you, oh, by the way, I'm a
Oh, that
narcotics
was
officer.
him. That was
no,
him.
and not
Okay,
even,
okay.
and not even
Wow.
just like with cops getting such bad press these days. And he's a good guy. I know him from
Yeah.
the Creek and seen him at the 5 Spot. Like the show, go up there to do cop stuff, and it wasn't even all cops. It was just he crushed. It was awesome. You know, it was good to see like in these crazy times that there's still good moments in life. You know what I mean? It's not just edibles and jerking off in public. But yeah.
Salute to all the good police officers out there.
Yeah, and
Oh,
listen,
yeah, there
because
are.
yo, it's crazy.
The few that it is.
Yo, know what's crazy? Cops are retiring. NYPD 400% surge from like last week or last
believe
month.
it. I definitely
I just seen
believe it.
something
I
in the
believe that.
post, and listen, yeah, listen, it's crazy. I
So
just wanna
wait, they're hiring.
yeah.
I look at the new force right here.
We
We're
can
the
team
new
up.
Rockaway Force, man. We're the precinct 420.
I like that.
Oh, maybe we have to write this one up.
Yeah.
Precinct
Yo.
420.
Dude, who knows, man?
Yo.
We could get funded.
Yo, know what? We're gonna write this up. We're gonna write a little semi-show movie. Cops kept losing cops. We'll talk real life.
We had to
And
do it.
They had to lower their standards, and then they started hiring, almost like a police academy
They
with the
had-
weed version. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Sounds
they had
good.
They
to.
hired me.
Sounds good. Brock, you hear
Precinct
that? Brock, you
trademark.
like that?
Yeah, man. This is live, so don't steal that
don't,
idea.
don't,
We,
don't
yeah.
give them
Ah, yeah.
somebody.
We will sue you if it makes any money.
Yeah.
And that's my lawyer, Max.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's also my accountant.
Yeah.
He's reformed Jewish.
For former Jewish.
I don't know what that means, but
Neither do I.
whatever. Just pay me.
See? But,
See?
I walked into that
we were talking, Buck, about this edibles feeling good. Make me
sure
feel
it
good. We talked about when everything opens up, that you do open mic.
Oh, that's one thing, and it's kind of funny. I told you a story about, I had a comic on, I don't want to say his name, and I was telling him, this is about 2 years ago, that I really wanted to, do an open mic, maybe a 5-minute set, whatever, come up with a bit or something like that. And he actually looked at me, and he during the show was like, dude, you that's not something you do. You just don't go up there and become a comic, and you succeed with a 5-minute stand-up. Like, that was like all I was striving for, not to become a comic.
Yeah.
Because he did it for a living. And he took it as like, I'm just going to do it and just get it done or something like that.
Just
And he
gonna
looked
wing
at
it,
me,
mhm.
yeah, he got mad at me. And I was like, holy shit. But I love that you do it and you get up and I ask you, I try to pick your mind saying, and I have another guy, Roscoe Nash, who's out there, who helps me out, and he's the funniest guy. He's got different characters he uses. I don't know if I don't even want to say the wrong thing because he's like, that's not a character. It's
Follow Houlihan.
Follow Houlihan.
Houlihan,
Yeah, absolutely great. He's actually calling out Conor McGregor. It's like a little bit he has. He plays a priest, or not plays, but he acts like a priest,
Yeah.
a stand-up bit. And the guy's absolutely hilarious, man.
Local Rockaway guy living in Florida now, but comes back up. And Buck, if you ever see I have a show, and Roscoe's gonna be in town, tell me he always has a spot. If I have
I'm
a show
sure
that
he's
weekend.
even watching it right now. He
Yeah,
supports, and you know what it is? When you find a bunch of guys that are doing something that they really are passionate about, I just like kind of lead towards them, and I want to like I don't know. I want to like just support and do, just because I want it back, man. Because I do my show where I do it Tuesday and Thursdays, and I try
Where
to.
can people find that?
You can just go to. I know. I feel like an old fart, like my son said. I go to Facebook. You go to my Facebook account. It's Buck Grow, or you can go to Buck the System Live. It started off actually. I interviewed the Wicked Tuna guys, the guys from Broad Channel, TJ Odd, his brother, his father, and it led to every cast member pretty much from the show season 9. So it was pretty cool. I got to interview a bunch of captains, and that kind of brought me to I don't know, a different area where I would never had any people like that would actually watch my show. Where I started off with horse racing, and people like, oh, you're a degenerate gambler. You like horse racing. I said, look, I look at horse racing at the time. I love the animals. I love the way it's ran. I just love everything about the horse racing itself, not just from the jockeys, trainers, owners, but the people who take care of the horses. It's so much behind horse racing that it only gets that Kentucky Derby feeling, or it only gets that Preakness feeling where people are looking at you going, oh, it's, I don't know, I can't explain it to you. It's almost looked upon down, like almost in a way, because, I was into horse racing. So I did that for about 4 or 5 years. I had a show called Pass the Buck Talking Horses, and I interviewed everybody there was in the industry of horse racing. I mean, Triple Crown winners, when American Pharaoh won the Triple Crown, I was interviewing Mr. Zayad, the actual owner,
That's awesome.
each step through, so
Each leg of the race?
every leg,
awesome.
and it was kind of cool because I came from nowhere.
Yeah,
I was a
that's
guy that, showed up at Aqueduct and was intrigued by horse racing for some reason. I don't know what it was, man.
Horses are beautiful.
I don't know. You know what it is? And also is the money when you bet. And it has to do with the
So
gambling.
money.
Everybody wants the action. Don't get me wrong.
Listen, I love going to the track, but it's a lot changed. I don't drink anymore, but they also changed the drinking rules. Like, we showed up one time in the rain, got like a brand new garbage can from the hardware store, 30 packs loaded ice, and you're allowed to bring it in right to the fucking rail, and horses winging by you. It was raining, we're doing blow. It was great. Then the Triple Crown, I think it was War Emblem, where he didn't get it.
Yes.
And it was like over 100,000, sweaty fucking, probably a June 6th day around that time at the Belmont for the third leg of the Triple Crown. He loses. I remember I was outside, like in the patio area, all these like Long Island dickheads with like fucking Natty Ice, throwing them at the screen, throwing bottles. I'm like, this can't be good. Next year they banned bringing your own booze in. And that changed the whole track, I feel. It used to, you could be able to bring whatever the fuck you wanted. It's a stupid rule because you can make money on drinking, but it was the best as an alcoholic.
I wonder why they changed it. I mean, come on.
Well, I had to do with the way they were throwing bottles at the big screen. Like, I said to myself, like, oh, this can't be good. You know what I mean? Like, but
So for me, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I did horse racing, and now people today, they still, on Facebook, think I do horse racing. It's kind of crazy where I get about, 4 or 5 Facebook requests from horse racing fans. I guess because I have so many mutual friends now. I guess if I have 200 mutual friends, I must be all right, I guess, so they click me. Or the ones that click me that have no mutual friends and they want to show me a website that some girl or something. I'm like, come on. That's the only thing that I get. But I went from honestly, the horse racing was probably a stepping stone for me to interview people and learn how to interview. And that's something for no one that, I didn't go to school to interview anybody. I just learned on the fly, man.
Same here.
yeah.
So for me, it was tough. It was tough, man. But I made it through, and I actually had the opportunity to interview. I mean, you could say Jay-Z, Nas of a certain industry. You know what I mean? So I was really good by it. I was happy with it.
Listen, you had the owner for each leg of the Triple Crown.
Yes.
It's fucking awesome. My thing is, I just got the email from the Borgata. My birthday's next week. Usually I go to Atlantic City. I thought the NBA would be playing by then. It's July 30th. And I had to cancel. They just canceled on me. Because I was like, what? I was like, happy to save me a phone call or whatever I had to do. I love betting on the NBA. You know what I mean? Like,
what is it about the NBA that you like betting on?
I love basketball. I don't know. There's something about I don't know. I think that's where the Vegas gets the line wrong a lot. Like the first half spread, the over will be like for the game 222, but it's only 104 for the first half. Usually it's doubled up and a point or extra after.
Okay.
I'm like, this is a little weird. Usually people say it's a fishy line, but who's really betting first half overs like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're betting probably Tip, who like that movie with Adam Sandler, that
awesome
Gem.
movie.
Uncut Gems.
I was like,
Uncut
holy
Gems.
shit!
I still didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, was that girl's ass real?
Which one? Oh, Uncut Gems?
Yeah, his girlfriend. She has like a big fat ass. It looks like.
I don't know.
Overdone.
The stuff that you notice is, I guess. I don't know. I'm married with 3 kids, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't look at asses, but this is the Big D show, so everything is.
But yo, the first half bet, you have 24 minutes to get it right. You know what I mean? Like you have 2 quarters. You know what I mean?
Wow,
and
it
it's
gives you 24 minutes?
And no, well, it's a first half bet. You have to, whatever has to be done by halftime.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
So it's like high intensity. When I was in Vegas in February, I did really good. We talked about it on the show. I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah.
I was looking at my activity when I had the Apple Watch on, and because there was an old stat that 2 hours of playing championship chess is an hour of Pete Sampras playing like in Wimbledon for an hour. Like because the adrenaline and your brain, like you're sitting but you're burning calories because and like yo, I'm sitting there and I got my friend who's like cheering. You gotta be. It's like taking everything in your willpower, just like to be cool, calm, and collective, and like they're fucking hitting threes. Getting up, you start doing the LeBron, push your head down.
That is the same thing with horse racing.
It's a minute, 30 seconds.
It's the action. It's the action. It's the adrenaline rush. It's a drug. It's anything with gambling.
Yeah.
You like the NBA. You may like baseball. I might like hockey. It's all the same thing. But I feel like with horse racing, it's kind of different because the horse, I could pick a horse and I'm playing the horse that I want to see win. You know what I mean? It's not just 2 teams that it's like a 50-50 shot with an odds. If I know I followed a horse for 4 or 5 races and I know that he's going to bring something because the trainer told me that I seen him work out, Buck, yo, he's going to bring something this race. Then it's like almost like an inside trading like that I was getting out of it. You know what I mean? But you can get caught up with gambling.
Yeah.
And people looked at me like, oh, you must be a degenerate. You must bet a lot of money. And then when they find out, I don't even bet. 90% of the times I don't bet. I give out bets. And I'm really good at that.
Giving free advice?
Dynamite.
Where's my 10%?
I am. I'm honestly.
Wow. Go ahead.
Put me on that list. I'll drive to Jersey. I go right over the Gothels, the Outer Bridge.
Okay.
We'll stop at the Wawa. I'll get a water, put the bet in, and we'll drive home.
A
Well, you
Wawa.
don't even have to go that far, man. You could just click on one of the sites.
NYRA.
You can go to, I'm sure, Aqueduct. You could stop.
Oh, yeah,
in
what
there,
am I-
right?
I'm
I
a
mean,
degenerate.
I don't
I'm
even
thinking
know
about
if they're
the
open.
NBA.
I don't even know if they're open. Honestly, I've been away from the game, but I came back. The Belmont Stakes ran this year first. It's usually the last leg of the Triple Crown. This year was the first leg, so it was something different. And that day, I hit 7 out of 10 races, but did not bet $1 on a race.
Bro, I will bet and I'll donate to the Gratano family. Your kid's college.
10%.
No, but if you, I would hate to give somebody out and say, okay, Big T, here's the winners for today. If you were going with a bunch of friends, if you had hit me up, I'd give you 2 or 3 races. I would look in the card to try to find the best 2 or 3 races to get you.
We'll do this.
But it's not like people go, oh yeah, but Buck, give me the winners for this race. I mean, come on, it's like anything in life.
Well, it's work, too.
I know it's not guaranteed. But I like to go there with better odds. You can never be good at gambling. You can just better your odds. And if you get someone who is so knowledgeable of yourself, that just betters my odds, chance.
Yes. But you know, at times I put some effort into losing, but figuring out a way to pick horses or whatever it is. Right. It's like anything. You do basketball, you got to know what that team is good at home. If it's all that kind of.
I love that.
If the horse is good at that surface, has he ran in rain?
That's the beauty of, like, my friend somebody bet baseball. He didn't even know who was pitching. I go to the tweets on, like,
I'm on
CBS
Twitter.
Yeah, whatever that shit called.
Twitter.
And I'm looking at why is the spread like this? Oh, he's out. Oh, no wonder it's 4 points instead of 8 points. You know what I mean? Like,
but you haven't done say to yourself how is Vegas so good at keeping the spread so perfect? And they usually are. They usually are.
I think about that all the time. I want to read the book. People eventually say, "Oh, it's algorithms." That's an easy one, asshole. But like, I didn't know if algorithms were invented in the 50s. When it was
I can't even say it. The word. Fuck about
it. Like Vinny the Shark or whoever, some like Italian guy making the lines. Like, there's like probably a handful of people that come to a consensus. I don't even know how. It hurts my head thinking about it.
You know what's funny?
It's math.
It's funny because my son tells me, he goes, Dad, the minute you go and bet a race yourself, you're not sure. And I think with gambling, you have to be almost like fearless when you
Yeah.
gamble. Like you
Trust
can't be
your
afraid.
gut.
Yeah, you can't be afraid.
Mike's so low.
My father used to call it scared money.
Wait,
Scared
what?
money. You can't bet with scared money.
The scared money don't make money.
No,
That's what we used to say when we shoot dice.
no. It's anything you do.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Anything you do in life. You're gonna
You don't
go
feel a
ahead-
lot of it is fixed though? Well, maybe not with the horses. I don't think you can really fix the horses.
Oh yeah, it could be. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh, you
I mean,
could?
I guess it could. If me and you were a jockey, right, and you haven't won, I'm not saying this happens. Please do not go. I can't give you a case that it happens. But if me and you are in the jocks room every day, me and you, we see each other, and I get the best horses because I'm Buckertana and I'm the better jockey. Whatever I find the better. It's usually not the jockey who's better. It's the horse they're on. Because usually they're the same, but you haven't won in a week or two or something like that. You had mortgage payments. I'm going down the stretch, me and you. I'm not saying it happens. That's not right.
It gotta happen.
I'm not saying it
sometime.
happens. It used to happen back in the 70s and 80s with the harness horses a lot. You'd see them pulling the harness back, and I'm like, what the what is
Slow
this
the
guy-
horse
Why is
down?
he slowing him down?
Yeah, I don't even know
in
the
the
terms,
stretch.
but okay.
Okay, so you know,
Alright.
you haven't, you
Yeah.
haven't had no money, and all of a sudden you're 50-1 or whatever. I don't know.
I think
guys.
that's all sports. The fix could be in.
Yeah, get out with it. It's human nature.
But
man.
wasn't there a guy from Breezy Point? Was there a referee that was doing that stuff?
Donahue. You missed the other guy back to me. That was from Roger Clemens.
Oh, that was something totally different. Okay. I know
Is
there
it
was
Breezy Point?
It was cheating, but a different
different.
steroids, not.
Okay. But I know there was a referee that was in the NBA that
Tim,
was.
Tim Donahue or something
I
like that?
couldn't even tell you, man. But,
No, but that takes balls. And shout out to Brian Fox for telling us the mics were a
oh,
little
Brian
low.
Oh, the
Fox.
mics was low?
That's my prime. Yeah, there he is. Brian, what's up, Brian?
Also, my Uncle Billy chiming in. He's supposed to be a guest, but he blew me off.
Uncle
One of the
Billy.
smartest people I fucking know.
Your uncle blew you off?
Interesting to say the least. I wanted to have him on because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to build something. We got Rich coming back as a part of the show. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
a fan and
the-
I'm a part. Let me.
the voice of reason,
you.
just
Thank you.
hang and just come
Voice
through.
of
Have some
reason.
Hennessy. Come through. Like,
Voice
I'm trying
of
to
reason.
build a community.
Rich, aka
That's
Logic.
excellent.
Logic.
No, it's a great vibe here, man. I
Yeah,
love it.
I love it. Yo, when I first saw him, I was like, yo, the energy.
How did
the
you
jo-
guys meet?
I met him through Juju, aka Brock Landis. That's the dude I do the podcast with. The
Okay.
other half of
Shout
Chop
out
It Up
to
Hip Hop.
Brock.
Yeah, Brock Landis was always telling me about him, right?
Okay.
About the comedy, about the edibles.
Oh yeah.
My first edible was one of his edibles.
I wish I had $1 for every time I heard that.
Yo,
So how would you hit it? Would you hit him on Instagram or what?
like Brock brought me to the show. Well, Brock gave me some of the edibles before I ever met him, and that shit was the best. Then I went to one of the shows,
At Epstein's. That's the first time I met you. At that November show at Epstein's.
Epstein's.
Smoking a joint on the side.
Yeah, right over here. Then we went to the one in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
the 420 show. Remember you said you love the artist?
Yeah.
It was in his studio, and we talk about it all the time.
It's
But-
funny
was a great
because
show.
I had Bobby J on about a year and a half ago.
I had him on my
Some-
show too, Bobby
and he-
J.
Yeah, well, incredible guy.
Salute
man.
to Bobby,
That's
man.
one
Shout
thing.
out to
I
Bobby.
feel kind of
Yeah.
like I don't know if when you get a badge, like you're a top fan of somebody, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm a Bobby J groupie. But you know what? I love the guy, man. Very talented. And I saw him,
Very
and then he was on
talented.
Search had a podcast. He
Yeah,
was
Search
on
had a podcast with him on it not that long ago. I
Oh,
thought.
awesome shit,
We
man.
did an interview with him. Shout out to and it's not just because he's from Far Rockaway or Rockaway.
Yeah.
Well, that
It's
helps.
because
That
he really-
helps.
That helped.
I love that.
But
I
there's
love
a lot
that.
of people I know from Rockaway that I might not like really feel like that, but I still give them love because
Yes.
Rockaway, whatever.
Skills.
But then there's a lot of dope artists in Rockaway, and Bobby's definitely one of them. Where I was proud to say, like, yo, he's from Rockaway.
Yeah.
And he's actually got dope music.
He
Like,
could-
he motivated me to get back
Incredible.
into the music. I
Incredible.
ain't gonna lie.
Incredible
He's
artist.
one of the reasons. Yeah.
And yo, I know we talked about the show we had, like as a comedian, where I collaborated with, and they have music after, which I love music.
That's what I'm
Especially
talking
rap
about.
music.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
the first one I did was Bobby J. He was at the 420 show last year. Remember? He
I
came
heard
through?
about it. I
Oh
was
no,
there.
you got the other one, and 'cause we had a couple there.
You had one at the Sugar Bowl.
He was there, but he
right?
didn't perform. The one I was
Oh
there,
yeah,
he was there.
no,
he was there, but he didn't
he was
perform.
there for the comedy.
Yeah, just in the crowd.
And,
yeah.
But then we had the one at the Sugar Bowl last year,
Yes.
which was just one of the best nights ever. Like just the comedy rock. The place was just. It's a Tuesday before Labor Day. People are ready to go. You know.
Absolutely.
And Bobby just came. It was like a concert. There was the TV behind him, almost like playing the video to that song, like they would do in like a concert at a stadium, and Bobby just shut it down.
Summer classics.
Yeah, and it was just such a great vibe. Shout out to Bob. We always try to lead off with him.
He has that, like we talked before the show, that 90s style of hip hop.
That energy,
That
I
I
totally
love
like.
that, man. I love that. Absolutely, Bobby J.
Smart lyrics. And,
Yeah.
I Skyped him when I had the show in Long Island just because, listen, I wouldn't even drive to Huntington. I was driving for a podcast, but I wouldn't even drive there for a blowjob. You know what I mean? It's so fucking far.
I gotta stop talking. I'm like you hear the background.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not used to that.
But you know what I mean, Bob, we Skyped him. We're gonna get him in studio. And like I said, the community I'm building, it's just like my Uncle Billy, character. Oh, we got a Frank the neighbor update.
Oh shit, that's right.
My 92-year-old
Hashtag save Frank.
I have a friend, Harry, from my old apartment. 92 years old. He was 92 for about 6 years already, like the lady Bonnie from the Family Guy. But we just became friends. Like he told me, like he stole this speedboat for an abortion, and like abortions were the same back then. Are they all now the same price? Like
They were actually doing them back then, also.
Yeah, well, probably. I think he said the 60s, the 50s, the 70s. I forget when the fuck he said it.
I would love to hear that story. You saw a speedboat for abortion?
He sold his speedboat.
speedboat
Like this
for-
guy lives some life. Like he should have AIDS. The amount of broads this guy banged. Like
Wow.
he lived a life. You know what I mean?
That's the guy I met today.
The old guy, Harry.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't shake his hand.
I showed up at his house. He had like a dashiki on.
Word?
Like an orange with the colors, and like sometimes he wears like this puffy Missy Elliott like winter jacket, like straight like shiny gold. Like he's sharp, man. He's the man. And like I showed up, he had the dashiki on. I'm like, yo, Harry, you got chocolate? It was like 1:30 in the morning. He said he doesn't sleep. It was like after an open mic. I was high as fuck. And he said I ate a whole box of chocolate. I wanted more. And I was falling asleep. He kept going, guy, wake up. And then he kept bringing it up. He goes, yo, man, I never seen someone eat a whole box of chocolate. And this guy fought Nazis in World War II. You know what I mean? Like, he had some scam about the World War II money. Like, he scammed them for $100,000. Like, this guy lived a life. And he fought Nazis, and he was more blown away than how much candy I ate that night when I showed that high as shit.
I mean, with your Uber Eats, your candy, you must be like.
But we would show up, I would call him up, like, yo, Harry, you want to go out to eat? We go to the diner, bring him to China New Star. And, like, I just love just picking his brain, you know what I mean? Like, he's fucking...
That's awesome.
Oh, this fucking mic is bothering me. I think it has to be in the front.
Yeah.
I would love to hear some World War II stories,
Thanks, Max.
man.
Yeah, you never had him up on the show?
He wouldn't, because he got mad skinny, and, like, he lived in the basement. And he said,
Man,
Tommy,
skinny lived in the basement.
That's why he got skinny?
No. Then he's like, Tommy, I can't come on. I look like an Auschwitz survivor. And like you look like malnourished and pale.
It's
and
funny you said that, because did you see the thing on Facebook with Hitler's Olympics in 1930? I was like, holy shit, yo, that's crazy.
They were running the shit back then.
I
It was like sponsored by the Nazis.
I had no clue, but I didn't want to get in that. I'm sorry.
I
was like,
so
holy
Harry
shit.
finally came by today. You've seen Harry. He's super skinny.
Yeah, and he's very bright, too,
Yeah.
though.
And he said Frank called him, friend of the show. He said my friend from down the hall, not as old as Harry, but he was retired sanitation, loved the edibles, like Italian guy from Brooklyn. And we were buddies also. And he just disappeared. He met a lady that looked like me with a dress on and a wig, and someone threw shit at her face. And like I told him not to leave, and he left. He fell in love with some fucking beast that he met on Facebook.
Fell in love.
And now he's like living in some
Love is
Salvation
such a-
Army, trying to get back in Alabama. He had all this stuff, nice place on 122nd. The family doesn't want to talk to him now because they thought he was so far out.
So they blame you at all because you look like her?
No, they seen out. No, I think no.
You said you look like her.
No, they
That's what
said.
you said. He looked like me, huh?
Imagine I put a dress on, a wig, and do shit at my face. That's what the lady. And I had a shitty, stupid southern accent, like Tommy. I paid for her to get out of here because she came. She wanted to do a banana rocket, shove a banana in his ass, frozen, and eat it out or something.
Oh,
He
my
was into it,
gosh.
right?
What
Yeah,
the-
you know, no, you've never told me that story before.
Word.
I'm not into it, but this is what this bitch would tell
I'm
him.
not
She would
into
say
it.
wild
Whatever
shit.
floats their boat,
And-
man.
And she
So
was
he sold his apartment in New York
she
and
came-
moved to Alabama.
like, yo, he called me
For a
up.
banana rocket.
He's like, send me my social security check. It's in the mailbox. I need help. He had no Wi-Fi. He had to watch Shrek 2 for 2 weeks. That's all he could watch. All he had was Shrek 2 DVD.
Wow.
I felt so bad.
Shrek 2.
Shrek.
Shrek 2. Shout out to Frank, but Harry came by, man. It was.
So are you going to save him? Like, is he going to show back up? Are we going to see Frank
Well,
again?
Harry said Frank needs a place to stay. He's gonna probably come home in 2 weeks.
Oh, God.
I can't.
He
let
lost his apartment?
Him, yeah, I can't let him live here, can
No, you cannot.
I? On the couch.
No, dude. There's no room here. So just Mateo sleeping there alone, like the plug was all whacked out, everything's thrown off.
We can't have people sleeping here.
Yeah, that's,
Don't turn it into a hotel.
yeah. There's other services for people who are past retirement age that we can help
But I feel
them out
bad. He
with.
was a big part of the show. He would come all the way to Long Island and get high as fuck. And
Because I seen old clips of old shows, and I was like, who are these guys? I had no
Yeah.
clue. You know, when I first started
We
following
miss Frank
the
the
show.
neighbor.
When I
Frank.
first started following the show, I was like, wow, these guys are interested, man.
a lot going on here today with me. I'm trying to smoke, eat the edibles, drink the almond milk. I feel like
There's like extra edibles too. I'm gonna be whacked.
me too. I am pretty fucking whack.
I feel like there's something. Okay, so we brought up Frank the neighbor. There's something I feel like we forgot to talk about.
What, the Frank the neighbor?
Yeah, I forget. Whatever.
No,
I think
no,
the edibles are hitting. I'm like, whatever, bro. It's
Whatever.
like, it's fine. Lights look good. Your almond milk looks good.
What the fuck was I just talking about?
See?
Oh yeah, that's why I ate the second fucking edible. That's what's
God
getting me.
I just killed it.
That little piece I had
It
was
tastes
delicious,
so
too, by the
good.
way.
Shout
It
out
was.
to the
Yeah,
secret.
shout out to the
Like I said,
secret.
That little piece was
Yo,
delicious.
this collabo. Yo, she makes cinnamon buns. She's like a world class chef. And she came, we collaborated.
I mean, I just looking at it, it looks
It's
beautiful.
Fucking
But
beautiful.
I,
She does like family stuff in Rockaway, so I can't
Nah,
shout her out. You know, it's a crazy world we live in.
I know. If you think about it, no, I'm being honest. If you think about it, yeah, you go 2 states over, it's no problem. Like, what's the big deal? I don't understand. If
So
somebody wants to eat something with something to make them feel good, I don't see the problem
Is this
with
really
that.
super strong, or do you just have a crazy high tolerance? I gotta know.
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, both of y'all I'm asking because
Oh yeah, well,
I just want to know because
I just keep-
your stuff, a piece will have you. If you do like more than a piece and maybe like a whole thing in another piece, it's different. Is hers the same? Like hot?
oh
strong
yeah,
like that?
yeah, no, it's my
Yeah,
butter.
it tastes delicious.
It's
but
my,
is
it's
it-
my butter.
Oh, it's your.
That's
so
yeah,
all
so
about
then-
the butter.
so yeah.
That's a
You just ate
collaboration.
No.
y'all both just ate a whole. Wow.
We ate another butter.
I'm on number 2. I had
Yeah,
to
this
try
is my
the,
number
this
2
nutter
too.
butter is good.
Yeah, and, the medication.
We'll see how
and the
I
ice
am in
cream.
about an hour. I do have an extremely high tolerance.
Oh, thank you, sir. I don't.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I
You
pay,
too, I think.
I pay
That
him
is
well.
my main
tolerance.
medication.
I think you got a high tolerance
Yeah,
too.
no,
like-
I-
I'm sure he does, man.
Yo, I ate 600 milligrams on the beach, just which is a lot.
I can
Because
imagine.
after Sunday, I just wanted to bob in the water, high as shit. Like I had 3 pressure-full days. I never say stress. Stress is man-made. You know what I mean? Like I had
like that, I like that.
pressure-filled days where because I had the pressure to perform and succeed. You know what I mean? I wanted to be successful.
Absolutely.
And everything came through. I'm like, you know what? I can breathe. I can't even let my hair down because I have none. So I'm gonna eat fucking 600 milligrams of edibles and just float in the bay. I didn't want to go to the beach, so I went up to Breezy by the lighthouse. I parked over there. I just floated in the water, and then came home and went to diabetic shock.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You gotta hit that.
But
ADHD.
what you call it? Last week we had Eon, Eric Travis came to the show, supported. You know, it's tough losing a pet. He lost his dog, man. But he has a. I mean, sorry for your loss, brother. But he has a fight in a couple of weeks, and I feel bad for the guy now because he's gonna have a lot of bent up fucking anger.
Yeah.
And we will be there to support him at the Fight Club.
And explain to me why I'm not lost. I'm in the clouds right now.
Oh, I'm revisiting the Fight Club thing because I had it in my notes.
Okay, no, that's
Because
cool.
Keith Murray was into it because he was at the show.
It's
Where-
a secret fight that's going to happen somewhere on the peninsula. And the location has not been disclosed
And
yet.
if you're friends of the show, we'll tell you because we're gonna be
Oh,
there.
you know what I love about
I'll be
you?
there.
You told me about you having that thing. You're like, don't tell nobody. Do not share it. Do not share that I'm having anything. I'm like, oh, why not? I mean, I want to. So I said, no, what? I'm not sharing.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. He likes to pop up somewhere and just go at it, right?
See, if it wasn't like COVID time, I'd be
That's
like,
true, that's
yeah,
true.
okay. I'm
That's
sure,
true.
but now it's like, all right.
And what's your take on the COVID? I mean, do you guys really?
It's not true.
You say it's not true?
Oh,
No,
I believe in
it's
it. Whether
something.
Yeah.
whether it's man-made or not, I believe it's
listen,
something.
It
real.
is true.
I got friends that work in hospitals.
No. I
Yeah.
believe that it is true
Yeah.
and it is a true thing. But like, is it something that is being overblown, maybe to a point where?
You know, honestly, I don't. I think in the height. I think what's being overblown or underblown is just like.
overblown, underblown.
It-
Max Power's autobiography.
I feel like it just shines.
Formed you, Max Powers.
It
Talks about overblown and
God
underblown.
damn it! It shines a light on how we could be better prepared as a country. Man, we were totally unprepared, and now other states are. I think New York. I mean, we hardly remember it. I don't even know why he's love that he's cracking
It's
himself
a
up.
Flutter Butter. Three Flutter Butters.
I just
and
keep
2
talking.
cupcakes.
Oh, Max
Always remember,
Powers.
China always wore masks. Always remember that. China.
What's
they,
that?
They always practice wearing masks.
Yeah.
And they still got hit hard.
Yeah.
And they always was wearing masks and everything. So
Yo, listen, it's something, but it's not as big as it is.
I think everybody's going to get it at some point. Basically,
Yo,
I think
yo,
I already got it
yo.
like back in
It's-
December.
Real talk, real talk. If I was like, yo, I had COVID, or I'm sitting here with a fucking huge coleslaw, which one would you rather? Which one would you think is more disgusting? Oh shit, Tom had fucking COVID in March, or I had a fucking,
or the hurt?
like a coleslaw
big
that's just
hurt?
like
well, the
disgusting.
coleslaw is visible.
It's
Yeah.
So,
pussy.
of course, it's gonna be.
I wouldn't hang out with you either way. Are you trying to tell
It's
us
like
something?
pussy. No. I want to hear what you.
No, I'm saying because the
What would you-
coleslaw is visible, COVID's not.
Would
so,
you? But would you judge me like, hey, Tom had COVID in March, or I'm like, hey,
I don't think
and
I
I'm
would
like, I
judge
just
you either
coleslaw.
or. I wouldn't judge
I
you
mean, I
either or,
wouldn't
to be honest
judge
with
me.
you.
I wouldn't.
All right, listen, I would. I'm like,
just-
look at that fucking animal with the fucking coleslaw.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
because you see it.
yeah, and the other guy, I'm like, oh, poor bastard, you're lucky to be alive. You know what I mean? I would just, the coleslaw would skeeve me out more. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think a lot of people would agree, because like you're saying, the visuals of it. We're worried about COVID, but motherfuckers walking around with herpes and all these other things, I think it's part of life now. I know you don't die from coleslaw, well, you could. But
Well,
like
yeah.
it's part of society. You know, we deal with the coleslaws.
I think
There's gonna be some COVID.
We'll have a better flu season because we'll all be washing our hands better. And
You're right. But now I see a lot of people with the conspiracy. Everybody's a conspiracy at this time.
A lot of
I see
conspiracy
now-
theories.
You know, I seen something about, what was it? Tuberculosis killed so many people last year compared to COVID. But I don't know.
Well, they said the flu definitely killed, the regular flu killed more people than COVID. And the media wasn't focused on that like that. That's what makes me question it a little bit, because if the flu was killing people like that, but nobody was up in a uproar, nobody was scared, but now you got COVID and the bodies ain't the same, the body count, but we up in a crazy uproar. You know what I mean?
That's why you can't even trust the media. Like I used to
It's
like,
scary.
I used to
Isn't
like
that scary?
reading the Post, maybe before the COVID or whatever, because they were like, guy shoves a
There you go.
fucking matchbox car up his ass,
Rocket,
and fucking
rocket.
robs a 7-Eleven. Like the Post always got wild shit. All right, you don't care if that's fake or not. You know what I mean? It's like a wild story. There's shit in the Post that blow your mind. Now you're reading shit and you can't even tell if it's real or not or who's telling the truth.
So-
That's why I don't like.
but
You know what I mean? Let's go
honestly,
back.
dude, I knew too many people who were actually in the hospital
From COVID.
that fucking were like, that sucked. And I almost died, and then I know other people who died, you know?
believe it.
And so, like, yeah, man, it's fucking real. I think that we, somehow in New York, I think we got through it. And I feel for Texas. And
Arizona,
my mom lives in
Florida,
Texas. My parents are in Chicago. My dad is. And
Florida, Arizona.
That's funny because you said about Texas. I had a baseball player on Thursday night, Jeff Fry. He played 10 years in major leagues, and he was talking about how Texas is like really ground zero now. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
They were out there. I guess when you're younger, you don't really give a
Yeah,
shit. Like you think
yeah.
you're invincible or something like that. But I think you're right, Max. When somebody you know close, you start seeing the deaths.
Yeah.
And then it's real. When you don't see deaths or you don't see anybody getting sick, it's not really
once we have
real.
a vaccination or a clear, but right now it's like better
We
safe
don't.
than
And they
yeah.
said that might not
Sorry.
be to the end of next year. Early
Oh, yeah,
2000,
those things take
you
a-
know. But like they said, by the time all this is over, before they get the vaccine, everybody's gonna know somebody or that had it or they got it, or somebody that knows somebody. Everybody's gonna be connected one way.
Yeah.
They said about the whole world. That's crazy. They
My
said everybody's
brother's
gonna know somebody.
girlfriend has been dealing with it for months. She's like, she had it really bad, and then it's just wiped out her whole like system. She's just fatigued. She can hardly move, and she keeps testing positive for it. It just won't go the fuck away. You know, I haven't seen my brother in months. Yeah, I haven't seen her. Like,
I know somebody that didn't get their taste buds back.
She's
yet.
young,
And I know
you know?
somebody else that didn't get their sense of smell back yet. They said they over it, but their sense of smell never came back.
I'd get retested
See,
just
I'm
to make
scared.
sure.
I'm scared of that
They
shit.
got
I
me
have
tested.
times I
Oh,
Googled.
okay, and it said they're clear.
Do I have diarrhea
That's
this week?
good.
Is that COVID? I had diarrhea. Oh shit, COVID. I'm like, it's scary, man.
Well, now it's like it does
Every
everything. It's like,
symptom-
well,
every
it could be
symptom.
this,
Every
it could be
symptom.
that.
Yeah. Don't ever.
My
do that.
elbow hurt. I got COVID.
Yeah.
I know.
I
It's
know.
scary.
I know. I'm usually on my ass-eating island, and
Ass eating island.
by myself, and I'm not gonna actually bark your family, man. But if some of you non-ass eaters, if you lost your taste buds, would you maybe take a chance on eating some ass?
No, this has
Like,
nothing to do with that. But it would lead into your whole
We know
like.
you haven't lost your taste buds
Like-
with your
No.
Uber Eats.
Do you
I know.
demand
Listen,
that
but
they?
you know what's funny? We're gonna get to it
all
next show
ass
when he's
eating
back.
post bidet. You're like no bitch.
Mateo, Mateo, when he stood here for the shows, he brought up how like I had I had the hot fudge in my teeth, and he mentioned it looked like shit, or we were joking around about it, and then he implied that when I talked about eating ass, that he meant that I thought I wanted to eat shit. That's what Mateo said last week, and he thought in the car ride the next day, he brought it up thinking I ate shit.
Wow.
That's what Mateo thinks. And I don't eat shit. It's not a
Shout out to
fetish.
Oh, this
Mateo.
whole time, every time you bring it up, he thinks you mean you're really like.
Eating-
It's like the old German
what
style
he
where
thought?
you're.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And listen, some of these things are new
And
to
he's
Mateo.
still your friend. He doesn't question it or anything.
Like,
Wow.
like Tom, like, why are you eating shit? He just went with the punch.
Yo, you never know. People, these day and age, you never know what people
That might
are
be
into, man.
that might turn them on. I
I'm
remember a
not
comedian
faulting
said a
him.
long time ago. He said, anybody that eats pussy on a regular, you ate ass one time or another. Because the pussy and the ass is only a piece of skin this thick to separate them.
This is what I'm talking about, my
I
brother.
know you feel good
This is
hearing
what I'm
that.
This is what I'm talking about, my brother. Welcome to the
You
other
got
side.
a lot more.
He said,
A lot more people in your club.
there's only
than
this
you-
much
yeah.
separating the ass from the pussy.
Listen.
So if you eating pussy and you really diving in, you ate ass and didn't know it.
Did God make anything more
Or you did
beautiful
know it.
than the
Or you
way
did.
a pussy and a nice ass looks on the end of the bed, doggy style? That's one of the most beautifulest things in the
Fat
whole.
pussy and the ass, yes.
And then when you're there, like I drew this, I'm not a good artist. I drew this picture because I was high as shit one time and I was eating this girl out and I was doing it good and the butthole kept contracting like this, like because you were eating it mad good, the pussy, and 69er.
You be watching it like that?
You
Yeah,
should've-
I'm looking at that pink eye, and it reminded me of that song. Don't you want me, baby? And I'm looking at it. As I'm
Classic
looking
80s.
at it, I'm listening to that song in my head, and the
my
butthole's
gosh.
singing, "Don't you want me, baby?" And then I went, reached up and started licking her ass.
Wow.
That's not the first time.
I
That's just
remember when I
probably
was a
thousands.
kid, the first time that I didn't even know. My friend had a bumper sticker. His father had a bumper sticker. If, I don't want to say if the word I'm on a Big T show, if pussy wasn't made
Whoa!
to be eaten, why is it shaped like a taco? I was like 12 years old. I didn't understand the bumper sticker at all. It took me later in life to understand the bumper sticker, but
That's true, though.
I had no clue. That was my friend Mark. He had the father had the bumper sticker with that, and I was like, wow, that guy's.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah.
That's great. That's like, yeah.
I was like, what? 12 years
Certain
old.
pussies
I
are
was like,
shaped like a taco. Some pussies are beat up and
I
bad.
didn't even know it. Beat up or
Beat up and
not
battered.
beat up or-
They're like shredded salami.
Yeah, at least some of them can say they dropped the firework down there. Oh, 4th of July accident. It healed so quick. Listen, I love all different kinds of pussy. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you take those. It's interesting. You know what I mean? It's like reading an article like in the paper, the section you normally don't read. You know what I mean? Like, real estate. All right, let's check it out. And you're like, all right, this is not for me.
Real estate.
He went from COVID to pussy.
to real
Just
estate.
like that.
Listen, is like the more I find myself on this ass-eating island, like I've been saying recently, because I thought everyone in the room's like, yeah, we eat ass. Like, and it's
Nah.
Me, like, getting skeeved out by everyone else. Like, I can't believe I hit the joint after the disgusting
You
fat
are-
animal.
Now I look at you. You're like a tossed salad man.
I mean, I never see any Listerine in his bathroom.
Are you fucking shitting me?
I was kidding. I was kidding.
Yeah, no Listerine.
There's purple Listerine in the Prince bathroom.
Yeah, we have a Prince bathroom here. Well, maybe we'll do a little fucking, put a camera in there one day, let the people see.
If you just take this camera, you can go in with you if you want.
Camera in the bathroom. That's
Show them the
kinda-
Prince bathroom. Did I show you the Prince bathroom?
No, should I be
That sounds
seeing the
creepy.
Prince bathroom?
Yeah, put a camera in the bathroom.
No, just don't drink and I'm coming put my drink down. Man.
You got Prince music playing in there? Or not?
No, it's
Not
going
yet.
Soon.
Soon.
My friend's been busy. He's an electrician.
That's what's
I
up.
keep looking at the notes like something's going to appear, but it's not.
Did we go through it all? Wow, that's
That's
great.
an edible.
Yeah, no, it's the double edibles. The one edible,
I don't even remember what we talked
the
about.
one edible does it usually, but it's
Day
the
it
double
is.
edible.
I'm just listening pretty much, so I'm enjoying
Yeah,
it.
this is great.
That's usually what happens on the Big T show. We just sit here and all look at Big T and listen to him.
Is that what happens?
Share your wisdom.
Oh,
Listen, I'm just trying to one
he-
guest at a time. I'm trying to sway people into eating ass.
we're still stuck on that.
I
That's
thought
it.
it was like Revis Island, but no, it's Big T Island.
That's eating ass.
It's Big T Island.
AEI.
But well, listen, that's that was an hour. I am fucked.
Hell, you out.
Oh man.
Oh, that's not the corona.
I hope not.
Well, Buck, where could the people find you?
Facebook, man. Just look.
Facebook.
Buck
Oh, yeah.
Furtado,
Fuck the system.
Buck the System, and
That's your IG, right? Buck the System.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. We can find me at.
Rich?
It's all connected.
Yeah.
You can catch me
Yeah.
Rich_Notch on IG. That's Rich_Notch. And on YouTube, Chop It Up Hip. No, actually, I'll take that back. See, it's kicking in. It's not Rich_Notch no more. It's Chop It Up Hip Hop on IG. Chop It Up Hip Hop, one
boom,
word.
check it out. Check them
Check
both
it out. Yeah,
Uh,
YouTube, Chop It Up Hip
And
Hop.
listen, I'm gonna.
I don't think I'm gonna cut you off before we go. I don't think I'm doing podcasts no more. I'm gonna stay here and be your Uber Eats driver.
Yeah.
And forget it. I'll just stay here.
Bring us
man.
food
Fuck
each
it.
week.
Yeah,
And then just hang out on the couch, the casted couch, as he calls it.
I'm gonna be reformed like Max. I'm gonna try to be a better person, and one day I'm gonna be on the show, Buck. But I gotta keep it on the.
It's gotta be like rated R. Like I can't be like.
Triple X.
Yeah, I
you might
can't-
want to tell him rated PG just in case, because that's rated R.
You're like, Buck,
So
what
we
are you
don't be-
doing, Buck? But no, you know what? I'm supporting him, man. Whatever he's
No,
doing, I'm
listen,
here.
I'll try to tone it down one day.
Don't tone it
But
down.
listen.
Be yourself.
No, I'm going to on my show, but for your show, for an hour I can do it. Probably not.
I want to
can't
pick.
do
I
it.
want to pick your brains about how stand-up comedy works and how do you take the steps and become a stand-up
Fuck,
comic.
that was in my notes.
But no, next time. Next time. next time. No, yeah.
just-
Oh yeah, maybe he started stand-up.
Yo, he wants to do 25 nut butters and some crumb
That
cakes.
was you've seen that.
You got that else appeared.
Wait
It's all
for
told,
part
man.
2.
It gives me a good reason to come back and hang out with you
Fuck,
again, man.
anytime you want to come
Yeah,
hang
nah,
out, chill.
nah,
like,
that's my hangout,
Rich, you
that's
know
all.
that. Listen, even if it's 4 people here, 2 people on the couch. we're
I'll
gonna
just
smoke
listen.
some
I don't
weed.
have to talk.
I
I'll
told him that
just listen.
too. I'm perfectly
Listen.
fine.
Fridge is gonna have beers.
I
We're gonna
live
have plenty
right
of
here.
weed and edibles.
Beer,
But
But
Henderson.
tomorrow night, I'll be on Facebook Live.
What do you got?
8 o'clock. I got my boy Cass K. He does voiceovers. He did Bob's Burger.
Yeah.
He was Chick and I forgot the name. Hawk and Chick.
Hawk and
One
Chick.
episode. He plays a Japanese guy from New York. He's out in California now. He was on Perry Mason. He did an episode. Did a
HBO.
show on Perry
Yeah.
Mason. He played a bartender. He gets a lot of spots, about 82 commercial spots and stuff like that. So tomorrow he'll be on the show with me and Brian Fox. So
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Shout out to Brian.
I don't want to mess
What
up
up,
the last
Brian?
name yet. So when I get there, I feel like you. With names, I am effing terrible. But I got to practice before I go. So, you know.
Awesome.
Thank
Shout out
you.
to Brian Fox telling us about the technical difficulties.
Thanks, Brian.
But listen, thank you. Thank you guys for coming through. Check
Thank you,
them out. Thank you, Max. This has been another episode of the Big
Yeah.
T Show. Remember, be the person you are when you're high. See you next week. Yeah, boy.
Thank you very much, man.
I'm fucking high, man.
Nice.
You are fucking out your mind.